So, I've been long overdue for some training on the shotgun platform. So as a result, I reached out to the guys over at Broaddus Defense to put me through some shotgun training. One of the things they had me do was the FBI shotgun qualification course. So the video you are about to watch is me going through that course. And then I'll come back to you guys and kind of give you some final thoughts. All right, so there aren't a ton of qualification courses for shotguns, but there is one in particular, the FBI qualification shotgun course. And so I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of run through that particular qualification, just kind of see how I do.
Yeah, I mean, it is the standard in which FBI agents use to qualify themselves to use that platform, on their daily tasks, as needed. It's a good qual. It gives you a good baseline as to where you are, a good metric as to where your skill sets are, because it tests a lot of different modalities when you're manipulating the shotgun there. But I just want to say it's not the qual, but it is the standard for the FBI. But it's a good metric, and we're gonna test it out.
And I looked through it, and one of the things I liked about it is something that, if you wanted to go to your own range and kind of run yourself through some
absolutely
you can do that pretty easily.
And it's easy to find. I mean, you can get on your local Google machine and get it, so it's not too hard to.
Google machine?
Yeah, your Google machine.
All right, let's do this.
All right, so this will be your first stage of the FBI shotgun qualification. There's 4 stages in total. We'll start at the 50, 25, 15, and then 7, okay? And then your time limits, I'll give you your time limits at each stage, okay? All right, so for stage 1, 50-yard line, time limit of 20 seconds. Starting from position 1, in the assembly area, load 2 rounds of rifle slug into the magazine and come to position 5, or the ready position. On command, the shooter chambers a round, disengages the safety, and fires 1 round standing and 1 round kneeling. Upon completion of stage 1, the shooter will unload and return to position 1 with an empty weapon and on safe. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shooter ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. All right. 780. Split was first shot 441 and the second was 780 for a total. Let's go ahead and check them out. All right, so had to get 50% hits on this, so you had to hit at least 1 in the box, which we have here, so that's good. So we'll mark these at the 50. Let us know that you're squared away. Alrighty, let's head to the 25.
Let's do it. Before you finish watching this video, a word from our sponsor. Have you ever thought about making a living in the firearms industry? If you enjoy gun repair, ballistics, and learning about firearms, Sonoran Desert Institute's online courses might just be a good fit for you. To find out more, visit sdi.edu or call 480-999-4767 today.
Okay, stage 2. All right, starting at the 25-yard line, time limit of 45 seconds. Start from position 2 with an empty weapon, action open, and the safety on. So for you, your bolt's gonna be to the rear. On command, the shooter loads 5 rounds of rifle slug, fires 2 rounds strong side standing, and 3 rounds strong side kneeling. Upon completion of stage 2, the shooter will unload and return to position 1 with an empty weapon and the weapon on safe. So, buzzer goes off, you're gonna load 5, shoot 2 rounds, take a kneeling, shoot 3 rounds. And your weapon should be, bolt to the rear, should be empty, okay? Time limit of 45 seconds, so that's a lot of time, but we wanna manage our loads, okay? Shooter ready? Stand by. Nope, one more. There you go. All right. So 2386. Let's look at our splits here. So 1517 was your first shot. That's after loading, that's pretty good. 1622, 1942, 2067, and then your final round. Let's check them out. Yeah, good hits. Stage 3, 15 rounds, time allotted. All right, 1 round in 20 seconds, and then 3 strings of 1 round in 3 seconds. Start from position 2 with an empty weapon, action open and a safety on. So for you, bolt to the rear. On command, the shooter loads 4 rounds of rifle slugs and fires 1 round in 20 seconds. So you're gonna load 4, shoot 1, okay? The shooter then comes to position 3, low ready position, with the safety on. On command, the shooter fires 3 strings of 1 round in 3 seconds. Return to position 3 with the safety on after each string. Upon completion of stage 3, the shooter will unload and return to position 1 with an empty weapon and on safe. Do you understand? So you're gonna load 4, in 20 seconds, shoot 1, and then that's it. And then we're gonna transition to 3 iterations of 1 round with the already loaded in 3 seconds.
Okay.
Got it?
Safety on.
Safety on after each one. Shooter ready? Stand by. Weapon on safe? Okay. All right. 12:26. Okay. All right. So, single shot, three rounds or 3 iterations. Shooter ready? Stand by. 116.
And I have 3 seconds, right?
You have 3 seconds. 111. Last one. Stand by. .91. Let's check them out. Way more better. All right. All right, last stage. Let's go to the 7. Final stage, 7-yard line, time limit of 35 seconds. Start from position 2 with an empty weapon, action open, bolt to the rear, and safety on. On command, the shooter loads 3 rounds of buckshot, fires 3 rounds, reloads 2 rounds of buckshot, and fires 2 rounds. Upon completion of stage 4, the shooter will unload and return to position 1 with an empty weapon. So you're gonna load 3, shoot 3, load 2, shoot 2, okay? And that's all in 35 seconds. You understand? Shooter ready? Stand by. Load 2. Let's go. Hurry up. Standing. There you go. Nice. All right. So you had 35 seconds. So you did that in 23:21. Here's your splits. First round 747, 808, 865, and then 2293 total. All right, you got some right there. Okay. Yep. So you got a good hits here. So as we talked about down there in the 50, you got to get at least 50% of your 2 shots that you fired down there at the 50, which you did. And then if we look at our target, you got 100%. So you're squared away. You're good.
Yes, sir.
Qualified.
So I should put my application in tomorrow?
Yeah, slide across the table, man. You're good.
Okay.
They'll take you.
Now, before I go into my final thoughts, I want to thank Federal for providing the slugs and the buckshot ammo for this video. Now, if you noticed, a lot of my shots in the beginning favored to the right. This was because the windage on my zero was slightly off to the right. When you're shooting from a stable position, it wouldn't make too much of a difference. But when you're shooting from 50 yards standing freehand, well, you saw what happened. After the first stage, I started compensating for my right side favoring zero and holding the left edge of the center circle. And as you can see, doing that brought my shot back closer to the center. Now, I wouldn't suggest doing this. I would just suggest getting the best zero that you can possibly get, which is admittedly kind of hard at 50 yards with a shotgun and a red dot, but it is doable. The time limits on the FBI qualification course are pretty forgiving, but when you're in the moment and the buzzer goes off, your perception of time speeds up like crazy. You see, the Benelli M4 is also a very forgiving gun recoil-wise. I was shooting federal slugs and they honestly didn't feel that bad. But Larry, the instructor, was quick to remind me that it's because I'm using the Benelli M4, which has the Argo system that makes it shoot so incredibly smooth and soft. And lastly, I want to talk about the loading. You see, I tried my best not to game this qualification so that I can get a very realistic aspect of where I stood. And so I didn't want to have the shells positioned in a perfect manner to make it easier for me to load them into the shotgun. However, what I noticed anyway was it was pretty easy to load the Benelli M4 under pressure. I've loaded some shotguns where I was scared I was going to lose a thumb every time I loaded the shell because it was the ramp was kind of sharp and I felt like it was going to pinch me. So I almost kind of had like loading anxiety of sorts. But with the Benelli M4, it was really, really smooth, so it allowed me to get them shells in there pretty quickly, even though I'm not really that versed or trained in loading a shotgun that fast. Now, all things considered, if I had fixed my zero beforehand, I would have shot this much cleaner. Either way, I think the FBI shotgun qualification course is an easy way to get a baseline on how comfortable you are with your shotgun. So, if you can get out to the range and try it for yourself, I definitely advise you do so. I want to give a special thanks to Alert Center down at Texas State University in San Marcos. The Advanced Law Enforcement Rapid Response Training Program trains cops to do great things, and I'm thankful they carved some time out for me to use their facility. You'll see this range again in our next series of videos. Broaddus Defense brings law enforcement quality training to civilians, so check them out and I'll put a link in the description section. Guns aren't political. That's why I need your help getting this message to spread on YouTube by clicking the thumbs up button, leaving a comment to let me know what you think of the video, then subscribing to the channel. But most importantly, click that bell symbol. For products featured in this video, click the links in the description.